I learn from my mistakes, man.
You've got 3. Cool.
Yeah.
Let me read that again. Isaiah 62 and 9. But they that have gathered it shall eat it and praise the Lord, and they that have put it together shall drink it.
Right, so read it again. They that have gathered it. Go on.
And they that have gathered it shall eat it and praise the Lord.
Right, so they that have gathered it shall eat. So we're going to be the ones what gathering, but we're not going to gather it. We're going to allow the other nations to gather the gathering. We're going to eat it. And we're going to praise the Lord. Go on.
And it says, and shall, and praise the Lord, and they that have brought it together shall drink it in the court of my holiness.
Right, in the courts of the Lord's holiness. So that's going to be some badass wine, bro. That ain't going to be no, like, average wine. Like, nah, it's going to be the best kind of wine, the A1 wine.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, it's, the scriptures also says that on the, what is it, yeah, we gonna be drinking, we gonna be eating that real food. We gonna be drinking that real wine, as we call it in the East, the yo. We gonna be eating that, cause you know Jake like that wine. I don't know any place that don't like to drink wine. That's all thing.
Very specific, and we've never ever drunk proper wine yet.
No? Yeah.
You know, we've never.
This time we will.
When Hawashai was at the party, the wedding party with his family and his disciples, they had good wine there, but they ran out. And then he made the wine.
I was looking at the, I'm not going to say what it is, but I was looking at the,
No, we're back on. There. You know what it is? It's the it's just the service around here is poor. That's all it is. But you know what? As you said, oh, that's why I shook his hand at the end. Remember?
Yeah, I did too.
You're doing your job, man.
Yeah.
Do your job, bro.
Because, I mean, the truth be told, man, these Amalekites, they run it all.
They run it
all. So, they gotta drop it.
Yeah. But remember the scripture says that if possible, then peace be brought there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. And if thine enemy come unto thee, then agree with your adversary while he's in the way of thee. Otherwise, he'll throw you into course and throw you into a prison.
And you know what they have as well? Because in my area, you got the Hendon in this area, and I think they have another community in Manchester. But they have something called the Shobrin. Their word, Yiddish, which is basically police to make sure that things go on how they want in their areas. They've actually got laws in their areas that they can do. Like, for example, if in my area, if I drive on a bus lane or park somewhere, I get a £60 fine. But they can drive there because they own that.
Because they own
the area.
So they own. So what's to say? These Amalekites don't own this.
They own it.
They own it. So that's why these guys have to come down on us and tell us where to go. And the guy, and you know what? Too, I can tell by their spirit. They didn't mind us preaching.
They didn't mind, yeah.
And you know what too? Because I remember when we first came here, very first time we came here, he was teaching where the, you know where the all these guys came. And there was this Edomite with her. She was looking like, look at these guys. And then the other guy in the middle, he was, giving the order, of course. And he was just like saying, we just trying to check to see what's going on. And they let us speak. They let us speak because, they don't really mind us being here. But the thing of it is, these Amalekites, they've actually made things a little bit more harder. Like you said, they passed the law. They updated the bill. And so now they got to placate to the bill. They got to go with it. Because these Amalekites, they in this area.
And as well, to add to your point though, it's funny because I can't remember what brother put it in the chat. Murdervis, it was your cow, the chief, the chief rabbi
Oh yeah.
in England,
Yeah.
Ephraim Mervis, they actually have meetings where they push agendas up from their communities and they sort things out. And they do the same thing in America. They have camps, right? I mean, I think it was the Ice King. They was in it when they had their purpose up. They must have got it in some big, well-known building, right? And you had the chief rabbi over there saying, it's just sad that freedom of speech allows you to shoot. They were basically talking their shit, man. And in talking of him, I came across that video yesterday. He's coming over here in September. Yeah, what's his name? General Yohana.
Wow.
He's coming to Scotland.
Where's he coming in for?
To do a Feast of Tabernacles, I believe.
Well, you do have a camp. You do have a ICK camp out there too.
In Birmingham and that. I'm in the middle, and I see them out there. But he's coming to Scotland and he actually hired out. He be getting them big gigs, man. He hired out King James Castle in Scotland.
Because he's a sellout.
He's a sellout, man. How the hell they don't give King James Castle to a black Hebrew organization? He has to be juiced in.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. Because I guarantee.
Well, Elder Ramah said, remember that time he went with the camera?
Yeah.
The camera just turned off. So he got
certain people. He's in communication with certain guys in this world. So if he's doing it like that, then that means he's in conjunction with the world. That's what that means. So when that's the case, that means he's gonna what? As the scripture says that the wicked shall not go unpunished. What is it? Don't have joy in the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. You said it correctly.
He's going to be a spot. Anyways, back on the scriptures. Isaiah 62 and 10. Go through the gates. Prepare ye the way of the people.
Right, that's what we're doing right now. Go on.
Cast up the highway.
Yeah, set up that standard. Somebody give me that about the standard. What is the standard? That word?
Come back in a second. Yes. See?
Right, look at the standard for the people. What people is this? The Israelites, of course. What did Yahweh the Samaritans enter? Not the little brother to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's what we're doing. Now, eventually, they wound up going into these different areas because what? They were grown in the spirit. They had more of the knowledge. Because those people in Samaria were lifting up the standard. And what is that standard? That we're the Israelites and all of the things that I've said before.
And it says, behold, the Lord salvation coming.
Right. Oh, read it again.
God hath proclaimed go into the ends of the world.
That one too, but I'm really referring to Matthew 24. Where it says that when the gospel of this kingdom is told, go on.
Oh, the Lord hath proclaimed unto the end of the world, say ye to the door of Zion.
Right? They can eat the best. They don't get sick like everybody else.
You know, no chicken chops.
It's their ends, but they eat good.
They eat just different food.
They're eating fat like that. They don't want to eat fat.
Yes. You know, there's a restaurant around here that's called Paradise.
Wow.
I was doing some research on this area how to get back to it, and I found a restaurant around here called Paradise. So this is their shit.
It's their shit. The cheapest houses in this area is $1 million straight. Straight. I mean, that ain't no like big money in the grand scheme of things, but for the everyday person,
Yes, yes.
that's a lot of
That's
fucking
A
money.
lot.
But to them, it's shit.
To them, that's shit, man. They have £1,000,000 boats, and then they can drive in top of the range Teslas, name it, restaurant paradise.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
They're not fitting the bill of the Jews.
No way.
they live here, and their back garden is a beautiful heap.
Right there. Yeah.
Their back garden is this,
Yeah.
and then you got Jake in the hood.
That
That
Trojans.
no fucking garden.
No man.
If they live in a block, they got a balcony.
Right.
They take 2 steps. One more step, they'll fall off and die. You know, come on.
Even when they step on it, even when they come out of their house, they might drop dead and die. Because you know what
These man live here, and that's their back garden, bro.
Yeah, so when they step outside their unit, look, they got paradise looking directly at them. So what the hell they talking about? They can't be the people. They say, yo, you niggas gotta go. They probably sent them guys, look, man, like, kick them niggas off.
Well, you see these Edomites driving into the manor, right? You should see their face. You've never seen their face,
Yeah,
yeah?
that's what it is.
They're like, yo,
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is that? Get them out of here. Get them out.
get them out of here.
But you know what you did? Their substantiation that they're the people is so fucking weak for here in England. Of what? They think, oh, they're the people.
Right.
So what? You're trying to tell me just because you observe your version of the high holy days, that makes you the people. So if God forbid, but what if, next year I said I observe Ramadan? Does that make me the chief Ishmaelite of Islam?
No, no.
Well, if I go to the fucking Sikh temple and I'm talking about Hail Krishna, does that make me the top of Elam? So what makes you think just because you open up the Torah, oh, Pesach,
Right.
Shavuot, Torah Simcha, okay, now just because you do that, you're the people of
Yeah,
God.
man. He's the man. He's the man.
Are you crazy, bro?
Yeah.
None of the prophecies that states what would happen when we're in the land is happening with you.
It's the opposite.
It's not happening, bro. It's the complete opposite. As the elder said.
So what do they need to be redeemed from? They good, man. They good out here. They don't need to be saved. They're in their salvation right now. Let's just say, for example, anybody touches you. Guess what? They gonna call 999 and 999. They got a fucking job. So if they don't do the job, they're gonna lose their position. They're gonna lose their job and they're gonna have to find a job. So they better protect you.
Hey, man. If you fucking one of these niggas down here, police gonna be coming on you heavy.
Yeah.
Oh.
All angles, man.
Yeah,
You see that?
and you know what? Too, they may just put you in the police, give you a whole lot of years,
Yeah.
just to smack them upside the head, or even like barge you.
Yeah.
You can't even barge.
Literally, man. Literally. You're gonna have a Fed cop here. You know, police come out of nowhere on your ass, man.
Yeah, that's how powerful these people are, man. I'm telling you, because they run on it. So how the fuck do they?
Well, let me read verse 6 again. This is why we're talking, man. Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. He that make mention of the Lord, keep no silence. That's another thing, right? You don't make mention of the Lord. Why? Because you're in your heaven. If we was in the kingdom, the scriptures tell us that we would need to go on the highways and byways. In our kingdom, yeah, brother, it's Sunday again, you know. So leave your palace and your wives and your wine and come out there and prophesy. You know, we're gonna be in Jerusalem prophesying. We don't need to do that. So the reason, the fact that you're not doing that is because you've already received your consolation. This is your heaven, man.
And it's their rest, and that's why they don't have to set up no prophets in Jerusalem. Prophets over here. They don't have to do that because they chilling.
We're chilling, man. Eating some half-done ass lamb with some, bland ass potatoes. The blood coming out. Hey man, you go on YouTube, I keep saying it, man. I look at some weird shit on YouTube. Just look at the small hat diet, man. Like their Passover meal looks sickly, man. No, fuck that. I'm gonna put it up.
Show the camera.
They just show the camera, man.
Yeah, I used to work for them. The so-called diet, what was it, man? I'm going to say one of the things it's blessed by the rabbi. Go up to a certain place.
Some fucking bone. There's not even no meat on there. Some grease. Look at that, bro.
Wow.
Just slop. That's what they're eating, bro. Slop, man.
That's just some dry stuff right there. No flavor to it.
No flavor, no nothing, man. Just slop. Okay. Then they got another soup.
It's been blessed by the rabbi, man.
You might cook a lot with this.
It's been blessed by the rabbi, you know. Hey, it's been blessed by the rabbi.
What the fuck is that?
And they get mad, you know.
What is that, bro?
I don't know what the hell it is.
What is that, man?
What kind of soup
What
kitchen
kind
is
of
that?
crap is that, man?
Oh, so
That's
I
what.
have no idea what that is.
No, man.
That's
we
what
don't
they
know.
eat, man.
Try some.
That's some dry shit. And you
must
don't
try
see-
some.
They don't put no salt, no salt and seasoning.
Oh, come on, man.
But you know that's the best thing.
One more.
I say,
What's that? You mean to tell me, with all the spices and flavors the Most High made from the ground to be used in food, that's the best you can
Hey.
do? Looks like toilet water.
Check out this
with
word.
fucking this, man.
Check out this word in the dictionary. It's called insipid. Right? Check out the word in the dictionary. Insipid. Right? And that's what it looks like. Insipid. If you can find that.
Matzo balls, and I tasted that, and I mentioned it to you before, innit?
Yeah. And the only thing we consume from them, yeah, is the matzah bread, man.
Right,
For
right.
the Passat.
Right.
And we could, to be honest, we can make it ourselves anyway. Some, flour, no yeast or whatever, little water, stick it in the oven and it's done, man.
Done.
That's the only thing we'll have from you. I remember one time, if he was mentioning it, Ariel, in Stamford Hill, they got a kosher wine shop there. I was gonna get some wine from there for the Passat. I said, nah, fuck that. I don't know what the hell they do to that.
All it is when they say it's kosher, it's been blessed by the rabbi, and nothing
that's
else.
it. I know, I ain't doing
And then
that,
they double the price for it.
I ain't doing that.
And they told me that themselves.
Yeah,
But you know though, it's been blessed by the rabbi, and it's been cursed by us.
by Satan. That's Satan shit, man. Yeah, Ahab said the word
What I meant to say
insipid.
is cursed for us. This is us.
No, can't get it, right?
No. Keep
Can't.
reading. I just want to correct
So
myself.
Ahab said insipid, right? We look into words over here, and it says lacking in qualities that interest or stimulate, taste or savor, tasteless. Yeah, their food is insipid.
And that's why they don't eat quality. Quality people eat quality. Quality people know quality. All right, you can't listen, man. You can't school us on quality. We know all the shit. We know quality music. We know what quality tastes like. Everything we do. But see, the thing is, we're under the curses, so we're not able to obtain quality. But we'll get into that, and we're going to show you what it means to embrace quality. All right, go on, brother.
Matthew chapter 5 verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
Ouch.
But if
Ouch.
the salt have lost its savor,
Beautiful.
wherewith shall it be salted?
Right, and that's why when you, and this is why when you go to like a Jake restaurant, or when you go to, Jake's household, and you eat their food, it's always going to be good. With the right kind of salt, the right kind of seasoning, and it don't matter what tribe it is. It could even this the Northern King. Northern King, they got some good food too. Good food, yeah. And you're gonna be pleased, man. But when you eat their food, it's got no salt, it's got no seasoning because they're not the salt of anything. All right, they're just bland, boring, ain't got no flavor.
And to prove something, Elder, if you go in the supermarket and you buy chicken, yeah, whatever size chicken, it's got that tin foil underneath it. The purpose of that is to put it ready-made in the oven. That's what it's for, right? But we just take it out, we wash it, we do whatever we need to, season it, and put it in the oven. But that foil thing there is to put ready-made in it. Just take the plastic off, turn in the oven, push it in the oven. That's what it means.
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah?
We don't do that. We don't do that.
And the salt also represents having flavor as a people.
Right.
They ain't got no flavor.
No.
Even the way Jake walk, man,
It's flavors.
even the way we stand is
Tell you.
flair, man. You see a hammer, he'll just be like that,
Yeah.
or we had one of them parts, the small hat, nigga was added to his fist clench. Like, why are you walking around like that, bro? Who does that, man? But the Lord created them to be songless. They can't dance. You know, me and Caleb was taking a piss out of them last week. You go on YouTube, you get a small version of dancing. It's jumping.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
They jump on the spot.
They just like the Hamites.
Yeah. They're just saying, man. You know? So it just, when you read it again, it shows that we're the people, man. That's why they ban, you know, they look down on our music, man. Or you can't do that. You know, you can't cook food. That ingredient it's not allowed anymore. Yeah, because us being us makes you feel inferior.
Yes. It was them that censored our music, Public Enemy. They went and they put it back into the gangster rap. Yeah, they did that. Yeah.
You are the salt of the earth.
And you know, come on, man. I mean, if the Most High makes and creates a people that's going to represent Him, are they going to have David and everything to be? Come on.
Even you know, of course, the Bibles bring it out, or the Proverbs bring it out as well. Like, why is it? We saw one of them walk past, the Spirit made it walk past. They all wear the same thing. We know it goes back to the Masons, black and white. But you mean to tell me that God's chosen people are going to be wearing a white shirt and a business suit trousers all day, every day? Like, you open up the wardrobe, it's got 10 white shirts there.
It's the same shirts.
2 pairs of trousers, and then the long black coat.
No variety.
Is that all you can do, bro?
Is that the best you got?
All the colours, man. God made the rainbow, man. Let's use your terminology, man. You know? The rainbow, the colours, the flavour, and all you can do is put on a business shirt. Yeah? And a hat. And then they got, when you check it, they got a vest thing they wear that comes like this high. Yeah, with the little seats, wearing black and white all day. Come rain, come snow, come shine. That's the,
Because I don't cut you,
you got it
brother,
on, you
because
got
the
it.
people of the Lord, they're gonna have flavor, they're gonna have salt, they're gonna have various color robes. You know, this is what I like. I like the green and gold trim. This brother, he like the gold trim, he like the denim trim. You know, he likes the green. He different. You understand what I'm saying? So Jake is more of a tasty as some people. All right, and we're gonna show that more when the kingdom is set, the real kingdom of the Most High is set. Not this bullshit kingdom.
Yeah.
The real kingdom of God, when we're established. Go on, bro.
I think, let me go back to where we was at. Was it Isaiah 62, right?
Yes.
So it says that at the end. And it says, and they shall call them the people. See, the people. You want to be the people, man. We're going to show you why we are the people.
Yeah, man.
By the clothing we wear, the food we make, the way we walk, the way we have it, man.
Village people.
You know, we're gonna fucking floss with you niggas, man. And shit all over them. And they shall call them the people. These people, man, the redeemed of the Lord. You niggas don't look redeemed, man.
No, man.
You don't look redeemed. Yeah, you live in the nice areas and shit, but your self-presentation, you look like shit, man.
And you know too, and to back what the brother's saying, because they could be wearing some expensive ass shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But it don't pop. Like when Jake wears something.
Yeah. Like Jake says, you wear the clothes, don't look like designer shit, but they look crap.
They don't fit the part.
You still look shit, bro. Yeah, my shoes, they be 500, you know, my jeans, 200, my shocking piece of shit.
It ain't pop. It's no pop. It's just like I had a white shirt on one time, right? It could have been the same shirt, but I remember going out, man, and that shit was too light. I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, and I know it happens to y'all brothers too, the way they clothes. The colors be strong.
And that shows you that we're the salt of the earth. We can have less and look better than you.
See?
That's why you copy our style, man. We ain't got all the money you got. We're not buying designer the way you're wearing designer, you know. But at the end of the day, whatever we put together is still better, man.
And it could be cheaper.
Cheaper clothes, it is cheaper.
Still over the expensive shit.
Yeah.
They can wear the most expensive
Yeah, he don't
But our low, what is it?
Pop.
Our low price clothing pops over this shit.
Nigga, you gave us the worst piece of the fucking goat, man.
Yeah,
And we
man,
made
yeah.
it one of the most
Of course,
tastiest
tasty.
dishes to
Nicely.
this fucking day,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Oxtail, man.
Yeah.
You gave us the worst
That is
piece of
the
the animal.
sweetest part,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we still made it better than your shit, man.
To the point where they had to go rap.
Yeah, well,
That's facts.
that's
facts.
Jake, man.
Yeah.
We just make it work.
And it does work.
You niggas can't do that, man. You can't do that, bro.
Hey, man, let me give you a joke, man. Back in the time, right? They used to sell, when they do chicken wings, they used to give it away free, right? But now, man using chicken wings doing barbecues and everything. We have to make something out of it, man.
Yeah.
And then they start selling it.
Yeah.
When you go to the supermarket,
And
they
you
sell
know,
chicken wings.
They took out, and you know, even fried chicken came from chicken. They took out idea.
They take an idea.
Oh, yeah. Cake talking fried chicken.
Yeah, they came from chicken. Yeah. So what the flavor of everything?
Colonel.
So, like you mentioned, and I mean, that's a beautiful point that the brother because what is it? The tail is like the what is it? The tail is like the behind the rest of the organs of the animal.
Yeah.
So we took the worst part of the animal and made it good. Now everybody want to, you know, some oxtails and stuff.
And saltfish. And saltfish. You didn't have no fridges, remember? Back
Yeah. Yeah.
then. So we had,
Cured it.
so we
Cured
knew
it.
that it was
Preserved.
food.
Yeah.
And you can get,
Yeah.
so you got to actually, and the saltfish, they go together nicely, man.
Oh, they love it, man.
And just what we're talking about just proves that we are the people of God, the salt of the earth. And we're going to further get into, as it is also written, that Jacob is the form of all things.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them.
Yeah, we're not like these nations, we're better than them. Go on.
For he is the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Right, and that's the Lord's inheritance. So when you're talking about the Lord's glorification, he created us to give glory unto himself among all these nations. And that's why we're better than every other nation, naturally. With our natural ability, we're able to run faster than everybody. You know, we're the best singers, we're the best dancers. You know, we make love the best, of course. Right? All of these things.
Wow, the women them love us.
So
I'm talking about all the women. It's like
I don't cut you, brother. I'm gonna give back to you. So the thing of it is, you mean to tell me that they're claiming to be people of God, but they don't have none of these things. They don't have none of these attributes. It would be reasonable to say that we're the people that said, because we can turn something of nothing to something. As we just already explained, from the hood.
Right.
Think about that. Yeah. How can someone for, you know, with a natural mind
Yeah.
make something cool that is bad? That's why, you know, that big up all
Blow
that,
on
that
trumpets.
nonsense. But I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is Jake can turn anything and make it into something. It's like you got a lot of these Jakes in the penitentiary. You got a lot of Jakes that is in there, and they've actually made it their abode. They're actually cool in it. You got a lot of gypsies that's made it cool to be like it's their home. All right? So I'm just saying that to just convey the point. Proving that we're the most high.
Yeah, got a quick one, Elder, yeah?
Yeah. But that's the
Yeah, yeah. Because you said something about they don't sanctified or something. Yeah? They don't sanctify. So that's because they're bastards. Yeah, and you know, any children don't say that word. But there's a word that is a meaning. It means you're disowned. You haven't got a father. Or your father
And they
disowned
don't have
you,
a
or you
father.
never had a father. So they're bastards. That's why they're distant from the law. They haven't got a, they're not they're estranged from the womb, man. Similar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
so
actually, you're talking about eating smell. It says that they will profane.
right.
But it's funny that you said that because I'm also thinking about something else as well. You said
child of a small hat mother. The Bible says your small hat identity from your mom.
Yeah.
Like, they just can't get it right, man.
And they got the Torah, my brother. They got the Torah.
They walking around with the Torah in their hand. You know, they have this thing once a year, it's a celebration. It's a celebration for the Lord giving the Torah. They'll look off all of Stamford Hill, they'll get party buses and shit, and they'll walk, I see it in my area, man. They walk around the street with big ass Torahs and dancing and shit. But they're getting it wrong. They're not getting it, man. But you know why? It's because he's the devil. When it say, the scripture says, the spirit within him is not right within him, man.
Right.
He can read the right thing to do,
Yes,
but he's just programmed to do the
Do
opposite.
the wrong thing. Well, that's why it says in that book of Daniel 12, it
Yeah.
says that the wicked shall not understand. The righteous shall understand and be made right.
The Bible will say turn right. Okay, so turn left. Bro, who are you doing, man? You're just not getting it, man.
Yeah, it's in the book of Numbers. It
Wait
says
till
about
it's
it.
way
It says it's Numbers 18, right? It's
Yeah.
Numbers 18. Because I haven't pulled this out in a long time. I know it's in 18. It says, by the pedigree of their fathers.
Yeah.
Right? So that's in the Torah. That's in the Torah. So, I mean, like, what they're talking about is the Torah.
They want to tell some.
They'll talk.
They
right?
want to
'Cause you got a
tell
whole
you.
lot to say, man.
They want to fucking tell you that you don't. I remember that guy in the other part, the one that actually came up to us with his daughters, and he got upset.
Oh, you're talking about
And they say you don't understand Hebrew. Yeah, bro, your Hebrew's Germanic, man.
Yeah.
You read the Torah in a half Hebrew, half Germanic language called Yiddish, and you want to tell us about the Torah, man. And then when we speak the real Hebrew, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about. Like that guy in Green Park, you say it's Yehodah. He goes, no, it's Yahudi. That's why you don't understand, man, because you're not reading it in the right language. And even if you did, man, it's not for you.
It's not given to them.
It's not given to them.
Ooh.
And that's why the Lord considered them as bastards. Because a bastard doesn't what? Doesn't have a father. It's only a biblical term. You don't need to be disrespectful. You know? So they don't have a father. The father already. Their father ain't dealing with them. Satan's dealing with them. That's who really their father is. It's Satan. And guess what? Satan himself is nothing more than an agent of God himself anyway. So I mean, what it is that they really have? They don't have an official father. So you don't have a father, and you don't have anything. Because what do you get from a father? Inheritance.
The word for Abba means originator.
Yeah. Origin.
So if he ain't got no real origin back on Saturday,
Yeah.
Friday night Satan.
All
You
adds
people,
up.
I was gonna do a video. They follow something called the Talmud. The Talmud is a set of demonic documents put together, and that's what they really follow. Man.
It's facts.
It's satanic. Man.
And you know it proves that they follow the Talmud because society is based on the
It's
Talmud.
based on the Talmud.
Society is based on the Torah. Because think about it. If they're claiming to be the whole people, if they control 100% of the media, we know this. The world knows they control the mass majority of the media. So why are we seeing are we seeing all kind of debauchery on the television? And as a matter of fact, why do they own the porno industry?
Yeah.
See, these are things you got to think about. They're saying one thing, but they're doing another thing.
Think about it.
Think about it, right? So, we're porneo.
You know, depression, asphyxiation, hung. That porno thing is really chasing itself. That's why, hey man, I talk to people, man, Asian man. Oh, you don't like the big, because you don't like you know. Oh, you don't like Why are you pushing that? Shouldn't you do this decision?
But then the spirit.
Yeah,
Turn
because
it off.
we see them walking. And they call it rubbernecking. They call it rubbernecking.
Yeah.
They walk all the way back. And they're like, what the this? You know, this is the Most High's movie too. And we're here and we're complying with it, and that's
And
what
we're
it is.
doing the work of the Lord,
Yeah.
because the scripture says they turned the world upside down.
Right.
Jason and them, man, you know, Timothy, Paul, they turned the world upside down because they brought the truth out and they disrupted the current heaven of the devil. Man. We're in your heaven, in your back garden,
Yeah.
and you're getting disrupted, man. You know, people almost crashing because they don't watch where they're going.
They get puzzled up.
You notice it? The amount of times horns being blown here.
Yeah, it's because of the rubbernecking.
Yeah, they,
And you know what?
Come on.
Think about it in the book of Ezekiel, 30. What is it? 30. I think it's 38. It says to prophesy against Mount Sinai. No, it says,
because speaking about all of it before it went off, them sucking the rods, right? That's what they do, man. And then they give them stuff.
And they pay them. They pay them.
They pay them. Women walking around in Castle Lodge, they have like about 60 of them in my area, man. Right? And then they be doing their thing at night and then gone home to their wife.
You see?
But then Keisha the hoe will come back to you in the hood and sleep with you after her ass then got herpes from Mr. Sizzle's wood over there, man. So then they, oh yeah, the black community, yeah,
Mr. Yukov.
yeah, Mr. Yuchav,
She was giving neck to Mr. Yukov.
Mr. Yuchav, man, Mr. Yaakov, you know,
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Yaakov, and what did they say, Yitzhak,
Yeah.
yeah, Keisha was sucking up Yitzhak.
Yeah. I know, because you know that road, that long road, one of the longest roads in Miami.
I know
I used to work on that road, minicab driving, right? I used to do the night shift, right? And there's things I wouldn't say on camera, you understand? But I used to do the night till about 6. So what do you think I'll be seeing? And dropping, people picking up and dropping home and all that. I seen everything. Look, I see all the behind the scenes conversations.
Yeah.
The X-rated conversations, dropping what you're gonna do when we get there. Certain man gets set up to get robbed and all kinds of stuff like that. You know, I can't say everything. Amalekite mentioned what they do with the Keisha. Keisha gets a hold of big bundle of money, comes
You
out.
know, where they probably getting to, they probably getting Big Shorty.
Energy of a black woman because there's some kind of sick fetish,
Psychotic, yeah.
some kind of fetish that they get from dealing with a black woman. Oh, I got a black, you know.
And you know the
so
proof
it's
of
all
that?
man.
The statistics of that, right? There's a neighborhood right next to them, Hackney, Homerton, Clapton, right? That's right next to Stamford Hill, where they're at. That community where black people are for years on end have had the highest levels of STDs.
Research, brother.
Why is
Research.
that? Because they're messing with Yitzhak,
You see?
man.
You see?
Keisha's messing with
Come, yeah. Come. Yeah,
Keisha.
come.
Keisha is Yaakov.
She's spreading,
And she's going back to the hood right next to Stamford Hill.
spreading her
Hackney,
legs.
Homerton, Clapton, and spreading her legs to you. And you, and oh man, you
gets old.
fucking niggas, man.
gets
You
old,
Brother,
think,
you should get Mike at 7 to 10. Get Mike at 7 to 10.
let's get that, man. You niggas, you think, right, that you've won because you got Keisha the hoe as your woman. But Keisha's sucking off Yitzhak, man. Like, no, let's come on, man.
Taking you to the cinema with money.
The money that Yitzhak gives her, she's getting her nails done,
Yeah.
doing her weave, all right, and then, oh man,
Yeah, that's that Micah joint, man.
that's what Micah said. You say, oh,
Micah
that's
7 and 10, I got it.
You know, Micah was telling the king of Israel. He said, look, your woman is going to be a what is it?
all in the
street.
street. Yep.
But that really came down upon the whole nation, which was the curse going, brother.
Micah 7 verse 10. Then shall she that is mine enemy shall see it and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as a miry of the streets.
Therefore, she's become the enemy of the nation. Because she's doing it with the guy with the zits on. You know what I mean?
Trodden down, brother, trodden down.
Yeah, trodden down.
Elder,
My wife shall be a harlot in the city. See if you can find that exact verse.
this is what you get when we got a matriarchal society. When the woman's allowed to be free to do what she wants, this is what the elder says. We know anyway. This is the world that.
It was plagued by AIDS because the situation is over the
And then he gonna take his ass on a Saturday morning into a synagogue talking about Baruch because you got cured from your from 2 weeks ago, man.
all of them random like the raw.
We know them. We don't care what they're getting. That was singing about Jakes, because they don't care. As long as they get laid, they don't care. So they call them dogs.
Right.
I think that's why they call them dogs.
They get that someone get
Yeah, brothers, read 2 more scriptures and we're going to look at examples.
was it?
Amos 7 and 16. Now therefore, hear thou the word of the Lord. Thou sayest, prophesy not against Israel, and drop not thy word against the house of Isaac. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city.
And who she gonna be a hoe for, man? The same thing in slavery. It burned a man's heart that Massa could take your woman to the cabin and pop her, man. So it's the same elites doing the same thing. Best believe Yitzhak is getting it in with Keisha, man.
All the way.
It's Big Shirley
All
as
the
well,
way,
man. Because they're rubbing it. We understand it. We came in the truth. But niggas don't understand the power of behind the fucking scenes. Niggas is all about flossing and I got it. I drive that car. I got that shoes. Look at it. You know, Benjamin. Look from the Clarks. Yeah. Niggas like showing stuff. But real power is hidden, man.
Behind the scenes.
When a small hat is fucking your woman and then going to God and saying, I hit that. What are you gonna do? That's real power, man. That's really rubbing
You
it
know
in.
what the scripture says because it's in the power of their hands.
And he's rubbing it in, man. But you know when you can spite a nigga and you don't even know. He's just clueless to what's going on.
Oblivious.
You got Donald and you got Donald and all them dudes welcoming Big Shirley back home. Oh honey, you're back from shopping. Oh,
And she's had a field day.
she had a field day with Yitzhak.
Yeah.
You see? But Yitzhak,
That's reality,
what you don't know is that Yitzhak is taking the piss out of you. Because he's dealing with your woman, man.
But you know, I'm gonna even say this too. You know why these Amalekites are mad at Jake? Because Jake don't know what's going on and they're not reacting.
Yeah, man.
The reason why he's doing that is to piss Jake off. To piss Jake off, Jake don't see it. So that's what's really pissing them Amalekites off.
Because Jake is all about the outward, flossing. I'll finish on that and you get one more, you know.
Amos 7 verse 16 again. Therefore, hear ye the word of the Lord.
But that's
Thou,
what's really going on.
thou sayest, prophesy not against Israel, and drop not thy word against the house of Isaac. Therefore, thus saith the Lord,
The house of Yitzhak.
thy wife shall be a harlot in the city,
Yeah.
and the sons of the daughters shall fall by the sword,
Yeah.
and thy land shall be divided by line.
Yeah, so that's the point. That wife shall be a harlot in the city. And best believe she's holding it out for the top. Yeah, all these people as well, Ishmael and other niggas adultery. But best believe Yitzhak and them, man, they got their fair share of our women. Okay? So what the hell do you think is going to happen in the kingdom? That's why we spoke about it earlier when we started off over there. We're going to come to your paradise and we're going to scope out your women. Because you Edomites are fine, man. You know, see a car like that, yeah. Do you know that very car, yeah? They don't have to pay road tax because of the size of it. See, these Edomites, they know things, they study. they, you know, well, the car's this size and it takes this petrol. That's why all rich people drive the same car. Teslas, them big back Mercs, all that stuff, man. And then they'll go to the hood and be popping your women. Thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, man.
And you know what too?
It was a beautiful Edomite driving out a while ago, a white woman.
Yes.
And she looked at us, she was smiling, man. She smiled at all of us.
But you know that, but you know what? That proves that Esau is coming out of power, because he should be smiling. At the height of Esau's power, he was smiling about it. Come on, man. So I mean, that's the thing. So I mean, yeah, Jake is getting it, man. The brother running to it, which is happening. I mean, it's prophecy. I mean, listen, man, we gotta embrace it, and we gotta bring out the truth. Keisha and what's the other news? Keisha and Tanisha, they're all getting popped out every other day.
Alopecia, you name it. Shit, anytime you have shit out at the end.
And that's why, and this is why Keisha don't respect they draw. You know what I mean? Because they get popped both of them. But when they came up, instead of me, and you know what makes Esau pathetic? Even though they got the world, they were one of the same. Yeah. That's pathetic. That's a sad situation.
All that, I saw that. I said it to you earlier on. Someone there's two couples there, Edomite couple. The woman looked around with this. You can tell that kind of.
What do you call it? Something neck?
That smile. Oh, I'll call it rubbernecking.
Rubbernecking.
Smiling, and then the man was with her, hold her hand tighter, and you can see the insecurity in the man. But as you say, we see what's going on. When the time is right, we're gonna get our pick of the litter,
as they say.
What it is with Jake, man, we've always been a cause for concern with his death. Wherever we're around, they get nervous. Because again, we're the salt of the earth.
Right.
That's why women like us.
But you know that you gotta also look higher. Are you talking about us per se, bro? Because look what we represent.
It's not even like we're not talking about the women like that.
Nah, it just comes up.
But the point is, the majority of death when Jake starts going down is going to be women. There's more women to men anyway. So mathematically, more women are going to die. And that's why there's a precept on it, man. But there's a reason for your death, because you be doing this stuff, man.
Spreading your legs.
Spreading your legs for Yitzhak. That's crazy.
And spreading all of that viruses that she got from Yitzhak. And giving it to these rowdy ass niggas over here.
That's crazy.
I mean, over in the projects, man. Because we out of the projects.
A wicked woman given to a portion of a wicked man, so they have to get that.
Ezekiel 9 verse 4.
Man. That's crazy, man. You know how low of a woman you gotta be to get piped by a small hat.
You know what too is wrong?
That's
You
ridiculous.
actually brought some remembrance, man. When me and the brother, when me and the water was in Brixton, we actually came across a woman, and she basically told the truth. She said she was getting piped in the pub by an American.
You see?
You got to bring that up.
You see? So there's evidence of it, man.
Careful what you ask for.
Mike is good.
Yeah.
Read that.
Ezekiel 9 verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that they cry.
I mean, we're laughing about it because the scripture says you're stammering lips. That's joking about it and stuff. But really and truly, we're sighing and crying, because that shouldn't be the reality for our people.
For all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. More?
Yeah, 2 more verses.
Unto the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Yep.
Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children.
So you're gonna have young women, older women, little children, babies. They're gonna be getting put to death, according to the Bible.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
Oh, doesn't it say in the book of Peter's? If you can, brother, one last precept, get someone get First Peter's 4:7, because doesn't it say that the Lord is going to begin at his house? Is he read that word sanctuary, so that kind of like stimulated that scripture, that precept in my mind. Yeah, First Peter's 4:7. But yeah, just like you said though, this is a harsh reality we're living in, man. Unfortunately, but hey, man, it's all we need to do with what we've done to the Most High. That's what it's really. That's why we're experiencing this, because we've also moved the Lord to jealousy. So when the Lord does that, in the sense of allowing all women to be partners in the city, now we know what it feels like with Ethan. We was going off and diving into different philosophies among the other nations. Right. Go on, bro.
First Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer. And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves. For charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
Is it going into it? You know the one that I thought. The Lord will begin. Yeah. The Lord will begin to judge
The house of God.
Yeah.
The house of God. Judgment will start in the house of God.
All right. It's in that chapter.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I was trying to find this. Verse, is it maybe
Start with maybe verse 12. There's something like that.
beloved, I think not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you, but rejoice. No, that's not that.
Yes, verse 17.
Verse 17. Way up. Wow. Verse 17. For the time is come.
We haven't touched on it in a while.
Wow. That judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Father?
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be put to death. And like you was going into Ezekiel 9 and 4, a lot of women are going to die in this. And obviously, of course, big men, but for the most part, women is and little children. Anyone that doesn't have the mark, the mark, which really goes back to you knowing the truth and having the name of the Father's having the name of the Father considered you. You don't have that, then when Jacob's trouble comes and death is present, death is going to present your life. You will get beat to death. Alright? When Esau was case. Well, that further explains the point. Listen.
Wow. But you know what I was thinking, closing thought I was thinking, man. If I was in, if he was in another nation, on the street corner,
We know if they come up a certain way, we know that they're
But I just want to say when she gets this guy she saw me, he sold it out. That's the whole bottom line of the matter. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, women are not loyal. Women, if women feel uncomfortable with certain things of their nation, they going to jump over the fence. What the fuck you expect them to do?
And that's a good lesson that we and we're gonna know that lesson in the kingdom, so we're gonna treat them
Exactly.
we're gonna know. Let me just say it like that. We're gonna know what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why
That's why they're right.
no, you're absolutely right. And that's why if can I tell you the truth, if it was really up to the black woman, if it was really up to them and they had the choice to go deal with any kind of like guy, they would go deal with white guy. Of course. Because they got it going on as well as what is it? As we was talking about, Yaakov and Yitzhak.
yeah. That's a woman.
All right, yes,
Yeah,
so
so-
with everyone again, the glory to the Most High and His Son.
Yahshua, Kokodash.
And war.
Shalom. Lots of love. Shalom.
No, it's definitely a woman.